The importance of discernment in life is really listening to the voice of the Spirit. You discern where God is calling you by engaging a communication with the Lord. You start to know from the gifts that you experience, you start to know what you're called to do, and you step forward. You step forward in faith because you feel that call. Do not be afraid.
Everyone's opinions matter, and I feel the church should accept that, but have conversation about it and learn from it and talk about it so that everyone can feel the love that God gives me.
I think that diversity is very important in the church. As a person who's coming in new to the church, representation can go a long way. Sometimes it's nice to see someone from a similar walk of life being part of the faith community. So it's really neat to sort of see different types of people bringing their views in to sort of connect with more of the community.
So something that I offer to the church that no one else can is basically my story. I have a story that has lots of joy, a story that also has fears and trials and challenges and adventure and action. And when I'm able to share my story with others, my hope is that God will speak to them, that they'll be able to see how God has worked in my own life, how God has helped me through the challenges and the trials, how God has been with me through the joys.
I think that's what the Synod is all about, is having that voice. And young people have a voice. They are connected to our culture through social media than any other generation before. So just having them to give a voice so they can express themselves and however they need to express themselves will make them feel like they can also share their gifts and talents with others.
The Synod is calling us to listen, first of all. It's calling every single one of us to listen. It's calling our bishops to listen. It's calling the Pope to listen. Having a voice, having somewhere to have that voice heard and be listened to, but also recognize if I'm listened to, so should the other person be. So again, you can see how the idea of communion, doing all this sort of activity together and participating in that in terms of having our voice heard might in fact help the mission of the church going forward.